Greetings, humans. I'm Andy, and I'm George, and welcome back to Windmill War Corpses. Okay, so Metallica's making a bunch of headlines, or did make a bunch of headlines because the album was already out, but they put out a new album, and we're not reacting to it. What instead we're doing, in order to give a tribute to Metallica and to celebrate the fact that they put out a new album, is react to them playing stuff from a different band. Yes. Because, yeah. This is a request by K. Sherwood Ups. Again. He's asked us for a few before and they were good. Right, so Metallica is the band that got us into metal. Yes, a 10. 11? Yes. Okay, 10 plus 1. Yes, 10 plus 1. And what I remember is that I was a really huge fan, particularly of the Black Album, and then, I got into Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning, and I didn't get that much into Injustice for All, actually, but I was quite a fan of their pre-2000 era, and didn't listen that much to what came after the year 2000. But what I do remember is that we had a CD with the Garage Inc. album, and I never got past the halfway point, because I did not like it. So, this is from that album, and it's 11 minutes long, and I have no idea if I even heard it. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that either. And, I just want to give a fair warning. I might not like this, and I'm not a Metallica hater. I'm just me, and I don't know if that's better or worse, but decide for yourselves. Are you ready? No. Well, it would be loops.
They're rocking by the night, the moon is frozen blue. Long like coats of sand on the rain, the Lord must get through. Now about to live in the trees, adorning the core. Seven satanic hell creatures heading for the whore. Bringing the blood of a newborn child, yeah!
Yeah!
Got to succeed, if not it's Satan's fault. In the valley of caves, where the mummified pharaohs pretend dead in their sleep. Yeah. Don't touch, never ever steal, unless you're in for the kill. Or you've been hit by the curse of the pharaohs. Yes, you've been hit, and the curse is on you.
Okay.
This song,
It's dancing!
yeah. I'm a corpse, I'm a corpse, I'm a corpse without soul. Satan, yeah. He's taking his toll. He took it of me. I'm trapped in a spell tonight. I'm going to hell. Inside a spell.
I was gonna say that too. I like it. It's fun. It's really fun. Okay, so first disclaimer. We don't know Mercyful Fate. We kinda do. Mercyful Fate is King Diamond's band. And we heard one King Diamond song. Yes, but we are slightly on the familiar side. The point I was gonna make is, well, 2 points. First point, we do not recognize any of the songs that are mashed up in this medley. And second point, this just sounds like Metallica to me. It doesn't really just sound like Metallica to me because I can remember from that King Diamond song, I can hear the influences in here. The influences on the guitar leads and on some of the rhythm chops do sound like that. And I really feel it, and I feel like King Diamond's music and Mercyful Fate's music is just very Metallica-able. Yeah, but I think the reason why I'm not seeing it is because there is no amount of any band's influence that will ever overcome the might of the yeah. Yeah. You can't unheadfieldify the headfield. Unheadfieldify? Yes. It's not a word. You know, headfield is a field of heads. We're gonna do Dutch puns again? Yes, het is the Dutch word for the. Well, one of them, because they have two, for some reason. Yeah, and you never know which one to use. Yeah, there's no rule. Much like in this song. Right. I'm gonna say, it doesn't feel that much like a medley. I think they take consistent chunks of songs, because there were references of pharaohs for a while there, and I'm gonna guess for like 2-3 minutes that was the same song. Also, corpse, no soul, Satan. Yes! 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 You're gonna give this to the corpses. It's like, what do you expect? We're very happy about it. Bring forth the decay. It feels my soul that I don't have. Yes. It feels his lack of soul. Also, this is just such a flashback, man. Yeah. This is my childhood in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not my childhood in a nutshell. It's my childhood in an 11-minute and 11-second video. But you get my point. Yeah, it's being in the backseat of the car on holiday, jamming out to the metal while our mom's fine with it and our dad is slightly annoyed because he has to drive and he's not that much into metal. Yeah, that's the memory this brings. Yes. That's a nice memory. Yeah. Well, we go? For us, not for our dad. Yeah, we go. killing me, man. And the yeahs. Right, so the one thing that, as far as I'm aware, Metallica has never done that they absolutely have to do in order to play all their stereotypes is put a wah effect over James's vocals while he does a yeah. Yes, yes. That second part was really, really fun. We had a more slow tempo groovy bit, and then we had a whole story about someone born in a cemetery who went to someone else's funeral, and then after the funeral went back to the grave, but not his own. That's not the whole story. The whole story is they were born out of a cemetery. Mm-hmm. They were trained to be a mercenary. And then there was a part where it said that, my only pleasure is to see you die. Yes. Die. Die. So I would argue the reason why there's a funeral, first of all, is because the mercenary had a pleasure out of seeing someone die. Right. But there's a funny spin that comes to that, because you would expect that if you're the first to show up at the funeral and the last to leave, that means the person meant a lot to you, which is true, but not in the way that you'd expect. And it really makes me rethink, why is it really that people spend so much time at funerals? Is it that they're hurting, or are they actually celebrating? I'm not sure I want to be associated with you at this point. Yeah. Right. Another point I really have to make. That is a phenomenal drummer. You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say, you know what? Fuck Lars. Why? No reason whatsoever. Everyone hates on Lars, so I will too. I don't actually have a stance on the whole Lars sucks thing. I think his drumming works for their music. But also fuck Lars. Yeah. Yeah, and they had a bit there at the end where they cleared it out and left the bass for a while, and that felt like bum 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 bum. Well, yeah, but it also felt like, okay, let's try to do a bit of Dream Theater. Let's see how it goes. Okay, nah, too difficult. Let's go back to us. Yes, like they literally tried it. 30 seconds and went, no. You know that meme with a kid that comes out of his room and then just turns around? That's Metallica trying to play Dream Theater. Yes. It's like, we're not gonna do it. Yeah. This was really, really fun. Yes. And really nostalgic. Yes. And, if I have one last thing to say. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we'd really appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Yeah.